Okay, so the babies are napping and the house is clean. I have a couple of loads still going in the washing machine, so I will work those when they come out, but that's really the only thing left that I have to do before sunset, other than I need to do a couple of dishes. So first I'm going to make our Christmas morning casserole. This is something that I've kind of altered over the years, but I decided to make it this Saturday morning so that I don't have to cook and we can just wake up, pop it in, and then really enjoy our morning. So I'm taking a casserole dish and I'm just going to spray it with some cooking spray. And again, I really don't have a recipe, like this is my recipe and there's no like ingredients. It's just, I just tell myself, you know, the basic things like cover the bottom of a casserole dish with hash browns, coat the dish with spray, brown the hash browns for about 12 to 15 minutes. And I mean, it's literally like I just throw some stuff together and it always comes out delicious. So I will try my best to make a recipe for you guys if that's something that you want, but you'll have to let me know if you're even interested. I'm not going to spend the time doing it if nobody wants the recipe. So I'm going to get some butter. So I try to cook vegan. It's for health reasons. It has nothing to do with animal activism. I believe that God put animals here for us to eat. But I don't agree with the way that animals are mass produced and the way that they're cared for these days. So I try to cook vegan as much as I can, or I try to buy things outside of the United States when it comes to dairy. So for this, I am using Irish butter, and it does come from Ireland. So this is something that I get at Aldi, believe it or not, and it is from product of Ireland. So it legitimately is Irish butter. So I tried to use this. I'll show you guys what I'm doing, and especially the lighting is really bad right here because of the way that the sun is. Okay, so I have the dish, and I'm just gonna take some slabs of butter here. Hopefully you can hear me over the washing machine. So I put this in for about 45 seconds, and it melted that butter beautifully. Instead of having to wait, I thought I'd just go ahead and take care of it. So now I get these. I haven't tried this kind before. I normally get like the shoes, onions and peppers in it, so it's one less. So I am just going to throw this in. So typically I would put this together morning, but I'm not gonna fully cook this right now because I want it just gonna brown the browns, and then I'm gonna put everything cooked tomorrow. So you're gonna see this half cooked, and if I can, tomorrow morning and tell you guys how it is. That is what goes into that for right now. And then I'm gonna stir it up. Just use my favorite wooden spoon. Here it is. Just gonna mix this up. It's all over. So I'm gonna put this in, and like I said, for about 15 to 20 minutes. And while that is prepping or browning, I have stuff to go on top of this casserole. So let me pop this in real quick. All right, so in this next step, I'm gonna slice up, I should say, 8 ounces of mushrooms. I've already got the onion in with hash browns. Typically, I would also slice up and I will add 3 garlic cloves. Brown that in butter in a saucepan, and then that will be casserole with the eggs. And so I'm going to slice and then get them browning with the garlic on the stove. You'll see now. I'm about to add my mushrooms and garlic in. And I guess a tablespoon of butter. I really don't know. Again, I don't with a lot of my recipes. I get a general idea of what I'm doing, written recipe, and then kind of make up now. So I'm gonna put this in there. Brown the garlic and mushrooms, which will be what will be mixed in with the eggs in just a few minutes. While the mushrooms are browning, I'm gonna go ahead and open just spinach. It's a frozen packet. I keep this in the freezer. I'll throw it in with pasta, or in this particular recipe, it's gonna get thrown in with the pan. So I'm just gonna take it out of here, pop it right into the mushroom. I love the smell of mushrooms cooking. I know some people don't like it at all, but I really like. Starting to smell really yummy to me. Just gonna take this frozen spinach and right down in there and let mushrooms continue to cook. Like right now, I'm supposed to brown it all, which kind of makes me sad. When I use the shoestring hash browns, they are pretty much brown at this point. So I'm gonna have to up my and spinach recipe mixture for at least 10 more minutes, and then we'll see how brown it is. So I carefully just flipped this, and I just start to kind of scratch off the thawed spinach from the bottom. Will start to work now to thaw some of that, and eventually I'll be able to break through this little chunk of spinach. Just take it off a little layer at a time. I'm going to go into the oven and check on the hash browns. I like to stir them about halfway through, and they have about 5 minutes left, so I'm going to stir them now and hopefully help the browning process. I'm going to dice up 3 tomatoes, and I like to get the little inside because I feel like if you don't do a recipe, it really waters it down, and I don't want to take away from casserole at all. The answers are so yummy. I wouldn't want anything. These little. So I take these out, and then I'm going to dice it up. Let's try this again. There we go. Generous amount of pepper. And then onions in it, so I'm not onions again for this one. And this will go right on top of the, and this will go in the oven tomorrow morning. But it's hearty, and it's full, and my family devours it. So I'm making this so that my children don't have to have the same old grits or oatmeal tomorrow, and they will enjoy it. My husband will feel like I've done something with my life. No, I'm just kidding. He really appreciates everything that I do. He is very grateful, and I am grateful for him. We're very blessed to have each other. So that's that. I am going to go ahead and grab the hash browns out of the oven, nice and brown, and put them in for another minute. They look beautiful. And toasty brown sizzling away. And I add this egg mixture right on top. And let this, as it cools down, I'm sure it'll start to bake a little while it's out of the oven, but it'll finish baking raw. So once this cools down nicely, I will put it in the refrigerator until the morning. And it will be beautiful in the morning. Beautiful breakfast already made. One last thing mommy has to think about. I'm gonna crack more pepper and put some more salt on top. And it will be all ready to go in the oven in the morning. Here we are. So this is gonna cool down. I will put this in the oven again, like I said, at 350 for 30 minutes, and it will be beautiful and bubbly and brown.